first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Middle.
Here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after the offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he will lose it. He should be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Already.
6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways. But you're right, they want to run their offense through him.
Jackson on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone didn't. Chance. So many times when you analyze a play like this, you talk about the people around him and maybe his focus was gone. Sometimes just simply him understanding how close he is to the end zone and a chance to score, and he tightens up and doesn't complete the play.
Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
At their own 25-yard line.
Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss.
Landed right in his lap after the loss to start out here, 2nd and 11. Here's Eckler. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and 1. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll run the action to the short side left. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
There, good enough for a Raven 1st down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
Yeah.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Hey!
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good possession, 1st and 10.
You change it. Oh.
Jackson now. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Real quick, ready?
A minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game.
Cover him.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap. After 1 on EA Sports.
Ravens 3, Chargers 0.
Steven, let's go.
Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Jackson. And this is caught. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
Hey!
Will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line line type situation, the 3, 4, 5 between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. First drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
At the 33-yard line.
Here we go! Here we go! Right there!
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here we go!
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, and they stick to Eckler. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger 1st.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Let's go now!
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now. 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Rolling to his right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
After the incomplete pass here now, it's 2nd and 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. It's in the receiver motion left. Throw once more on 2nd and 10. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Okay, ready?
Play the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Okay,
Yeah, looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Buffalo 18! 18,
From the 50, here's Herbert. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, I'm pretty certain what happened this time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Real quick.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Offense on 3rd down tonight. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. DeForest Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Report!
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the play, he was able to make the play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Hey!
On 2nd his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
17. Chargers nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
8 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Incompletion here now, 32. Back to throw here. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4.
On the tackle. A loss of 5. It's
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And they will take over first and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
Forward.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football.
Maybe 2 touchdowns on a field goal in the first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Nice shot.
On 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Let's go. Oh. Nice shot.
Action. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Jackson and the Ravens. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play.
Hey, Alf, it's hot. Nice shot. Nice shot.
Jackson on 3rd and long.
touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Ravens 24, Chargers nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. I know, but okay, my bad. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively. Nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation. Let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating to use a boxing.
At the 60, at the 60.
First down, Justin Herbert. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Calais Campbell showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They're on their toes.
And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
On the set.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third.
19 right.
Shotgun snap for Herbert. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
60 boxes.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now it's Herbert. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there in that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here we go. Here we go.
Third and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
We got nickel. We got nickel. Hockey 18.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, lots of yardage ugly.
Hop
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
19, Tiger, 19,
To do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches are saying don't panic and then demonstrate not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back, essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if a running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
This offense in desperate need of conversion as they come up on third down. Not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on the bump for LA. Take it in at the 22. Touchdown. Mark that down as a punt return of 78 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Ravens 31. Chargers 3. Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic?
Ready. No, Bravo waiting.
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it,
60 years. 18, 5 years.
let's just say it's been a
On first and 10, Herbert. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll be marked down Still in search of their first touchdown. They're on the move. 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 20. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Cougar 19.
Motion comes the tight end left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half will get better for us. The approach here in the 2nd half.
Just continue to play smart football. Take the other team down, and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, make sure you take care of the ball.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. It's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
After that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
Let's go. Let's go right here.
ain't got nothing.
Your face. They can't hang with us. We play
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last year they moved the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time. Just where the defense goes from losing to battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting in the 2nd half.
At the Ravens 30.
Posse in the game. Buffalo 18. Ace is left. At the 60. At the 60.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Herbert, he's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Way down to the 9.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Again, on the screen, this is Eckler. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second and goal. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just
That was nice.
This defense
That was
coming
nice.
up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick.
Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football, because he's got a full head of steam and the ball is popped in his direction.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. A shotgun snap going to give to Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is second and 10. Jackson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So now third and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the Titans. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 19. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second half blow. Handoff running left is Dobbins. Good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
It's now 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he is into the end zone for the Baltimore touchdown.
Be able to make plays.
K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Chargers 3. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to make it look more respectable now. And that's probably going out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And it's caught. Keenan Allen. And from the 25 to the 29.
Michael, get team!
Brings up
Throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as he tackles his face at 33.
Ready up!
Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to race the game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try to finish off the game.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
You're gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You're gonna see me in your nightmares.
Once again, we gotta get it done.
Edwards on 1st down, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their dream of a Super Bowl is so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
The ultimate goal, execution, be quick, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board.
Here we go, Tiger! 19, Tiger! 19, Tiger!
Throwing in on 2nd down. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And they're able to get across midfield to the 48.
Nickel! One back, baby, one back! Nickel!
Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's J.K. Scott now. As he's on the punt for the 4th time tonight. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
At their own 9-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You just kind of feel it for the defense right now. This game is that they have not been able to stop it. Some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now. Trying to find that pride inside their fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by his margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do in game situations, kicking situations, you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, and you got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So after the loss of the yard, they look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Hey, Ozzie, sit up!
Here's Jackson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Come on, back, come on. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Let's go, baby. That sounds fun. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Let's take it inside his own 40. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Their own 39-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this is very much out of reach. I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are going to start to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? They'll use the motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise there in the dive. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Now left, he's got it to Everett. So give him 2 yards there on the completion.
Good shot, good shot.
Bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ready?
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover again. Up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Time to go to work. Let's go. Ready? Let's go. D-line, let's get in there. Get out. Get lined up.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Well, a Lombardi trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League, which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference. And he's the one who gave us the name Super Bowl.